Just a good old bowl of fresh cooked green beans is just what I fancy.
Reservations about coming out this morning. It was literally raining.
So it's still very lightweight, but I must admit it feels, I don't know what you think, Mum, it feels more solid.
So I've not actually videoed anything today. Today's Monday. Just had a very, very, very busy morning with one thing and another. And it's also end of the month. So there's a certain amount of paperwork and bits and bobs been done. I had to go out to get some petrol for our mowers. I needed to post some things to our head office because, again, we're at the end of the month. So the pork pie the other day was big, wasn't it? And the people in the pod, I'm rubbish on names, but yeah, you saw them on there. They've bought me a chicken pie. Look at the size of this monster. Again, super big. So I'm going to have a slice or two of that for my dinner. And I'm probably not going to do any more videoing today. And the reason being is Sandra has sent over some video clips. I hope you're going to enjoy these. So she's bell ringing at a wedding. I think she's talking about the garden. And I've got no idea where the next one comes. I'm a little bit lost for words. I've got no idea what the final clip is all about. But she's got a portaloo, which she does a bit of a product review with her mother. Yeah, back in my day, we used to call them a lugaloo, is what they're called. So enough of me waffling. Here's Sandra, who's back at home and has been doing a couple of rather unusual vlogs. Give Sandra a thumbs up for me.
Good morning, everyone. I'm in sunny Warden this morning. It's Saturday. I've done a bit of running around this morning. I'm just coming up to St Mary's Warden again because I am ringing for a wedding shortly. So I need to go and get ready. I don't know whether I'll be allowed to film in the tower because obviously not everybody wants to be filmed, so we shall see. But anyway, wish me luck. Hi everyone, so I've finished ringing for the wedding now. Quite pleased how that went. I mean, this is quite a long-term skill. You need to do a lot of practice, a lot of repetition to get really good at the ringing. But anyway, I feel like I'm still improving, so it was really nice. And one or two little wobbles, but nothing too serious. And it was nice to ring with a full set of 8 bells, which we don't often get to do at the moment. And there's some visiting ringers helping out, which was lovely. And yeah, it was a very grand wedding, sort of full choir and a couple of solos from singers, and yeah, very nice. I just did a short bit of filming of walking up this spiral staircase to get up into the tower, which just actually probably most people have never seen that, so that might be fun to film that as well. But I did ask in the tower if everyone was happy to be filmed, because even if I only film me, obviously other people will be in shock because it's a wide angle camera, so not everybody wanted to be filmed, so I wasn't able to actually film it. But yeah, all went pretty well. So now I'm going back to the house and crack on with some jobs at home. So I'm back home now, and there's probably 2 main jobs today now. It will be to do something about the floor here in our porch. So I think Neil put up some filming from the base in the porch being redone, and it's been reset up. But to do that, they had to take up the tiles that we had down. And right now I don't really have the time or expertise to relay the tiles, so I've got a piece of vinyl today, and we're going to try clear this area and get the vinyl down. So obviously it don't look great at the moment. So that's that. And also it's not raining, so I can get the back lawn cut. So I managed to get the front lawn cut one evening this week after work, and I'm going to tackle the back while it's dry. It's actually not raining. Way. Finally, it's been dry enough to get in the garden again. So I've been busy, but I do need to pop over and help Mum with an urgent issue at the moment, so I've had to stop. But anyway, yeah, the apples are still doing well. Getting the grass tidied up now. Okay. Starting to reveal the patio again. Yay! So obviously still quite a lot to do. Did notice, I should not when I was up there, but anyway, back up top a minute. Got an impressive stick of rhubarb here. I enjoy eating this. Might do that with my mum tomorrow. Where's that? Not. Yeah. With all that rain, the rhubarb's doing super well this year. Anyway. So yeah, so yeah, slow progress. I did manage to rescue my hypericum during the week, so that's settled in well, so I'm glad I've rescued that. So it would have got cut with all the grass otherwise. And the grapevine's doing amazing now. Look at this. One very happy grapevine. So there won't be any grapes this year, as mentioned before. So cut it very hard. Anyway, yeah, so good to make some progress. Well, my afternoon's not quite gone to plan for a number of reasons, including my mum had a bit of a issue she needed help with, so I've just had to pop out to the pharmacy and pop over and see her and help sort her out. But she's okay now. Some to help her make it a bit more comfortable. Anyway, so my next plan had been to trim down my lino. We're ready to go. Yeah, out in the porch there, but that still needs clearing, so I think I'll probably tackle that tomorrow and I'll get on with some other jobs in the house tonight. On the way back from Mum's after I've been to the pharmacy, blow me down, the first time I've ever seen this in South Manchester, somebody had left out rhubarb for people to pick up for free. So thought I'd make a crumble with that and pick mine next time. So yeah, the old ways are coming back apparently, so that's quite nice. I mean, the only other one time somebody picked some plums and left them out by the side. It was a rather sorry, overbearing mum, and I went past and she had two little boys with her and they picked all these plums and so they were going to try and sell them, but even back, this was a good few years ago, and we had like 6 plums they were offering for like about £2 or something. I was like, are you raising money for charity or something? Because I thought it was really expensive. Then the mum was very upset with me, and I said, well, if it's for charity, give the lady some more plums. Anyway, I don't know quite what that was about, but garden plums, 6 for £2. Anyway, yeah, so I just remember she was so upset with me. It was all really awkward in the end, but I was like, kind of, well, think like, I don't know, to me, like £0.5 or something is kind of a reasonable amount, but anyway, hey ho. So, yeah, but yeah, just giving away stuff like that, locally. I've not seen that before, so I thought it was quite fun, quite nice. Because I was thinking too, I got quite a good potential crop of apples coming along there, so I'll probably put some of those out when the time comes. I think it's the best crop I've had. Oh, apparently I'm running out of juice, so I will say bye for now and speak soon. Well, that was a very full day. I just barely stopped all day because I had a lot of plans, getting a lot of stuff sorted out, and my mum's little mini crisis in the middle. But anyway, it all turned out okay, but it's quite a long day. Anyway, the one thing I love about growing veg and fruit at home is you cannot beat the flavour. So I am just cooking up the first of this year's fresh runner beans. So just thinking, shall I put them with something or shall I do something more fancy with them? But to be quite honest, just a good old bowl of fresh cooked green beans is just what I fancy. So that's what I'm going to have. So yeah, all being well, if it stays dry, tomorrow I am going to go car booting again. So see how that goes this time. Bye for now. Today was not a very smooth start, so I got up bright and early, already packed up the car last night, checked the weather forecast. Chelford, where I went last time with the car boot, it's not on because the ground's too wet. So there is one over here in Bolton which is on a car park, so this is on. So I'm going to give it a try, but I'm a bit worried because it's actually raining, but it's quite overcast, and I don't know how many buyers there'll be, but anyway, we'll give it a whirl and see. Wish me luck. I had real reservations about coming out this morning. It was literally raining all the way over here. Anyway, it's gone well. I've already made the entrance feedback, so quite a lot of stuff done. So there's a bit of a camping theme on this. Yeah. So far so good. So just sitting in my car for a bit. It's kind of a slightly odd situation now, so I've got literally very little left to sell. Like 6 items or something. Got a lady left a parasol with me that I'm waiting for her to pick it up. Bit cold and windy. I'd quite happily go home at this point, but I'll have to hang on for a bit. But I kind of just look like I come to a car boot with nothing to actually sell, but it's just everything went really fast. So anyway, we're turning out. Good afternoon, everyone. So, just had lunch with Mum here. Had a very nice salad, a bit of pork pie, didn't we?
It was very nice indeed, yes.
So, anyway, just as I was going to set off to come over to see Mum, this arrived.
She had ordered it.
So, obviously ordered online. So it's a camping portaloo, and so this hasn't even. It is for the family. It's just not like a review or anything. Not. It's just something we're getting anyway. But we thought it might be fun to unbox it and share it with you all. So here we go. It's literally just arrived. So. Not doing a really good job of that one. Right, nearly there. So these can be very handy when you're some distance from the main facilities. And I don't know about anybody else, but I don't really like the mad dash when you're camping and things like that. So it can be quite handy. So here it is. So this is a branded one. So tried a similar one before that was a non-branded one, but this is a high gear branded one. It'll be interesting to see what the differences are, if any. So it's still very lightweight, but I must admit it feels, I don't know what you think, Mum, it feels more solid
Oh
than
yes,
the previous version.
because the other one, it's a top to it, and then to give it a bit more height, it's got a separate bottom, and where the two clip together, you can feel a bit, they might fall apart.
So this one's a bit lower, but it's a bit more solid, so
Yes.
anyway. So that's this one. I'm not sure.
Oh, and it does have a long lid as well.
Yes, so yes, obviously, anybody that doesn't know, the general idea is you have I'm not quite sure what this bit's for, but we'll work it out.
Oh, we'll work it out in a bit.
So obviously,
It's a nice bucket.
so when you're camping, obviously you
Be
pick up your bucket and go, as it were, and then yeah, well, the job's a good one. So
or a bucket and chuck it, as we used to call it.
well, I don't know, as I say, with Mum and obviously the whole family, we used to go camping a lot, and it was literally just a bucket back then. It was like
But, yeah, but it did have a lid on.
bucket and lid, yeah. So
Yeah.
Just, yeah, so that seems quite nice and solid as well.
Oh, it is too, yes. And, yeah. Well, that's... Oh. The finger grip in the middle there is a little bit, not a lot to get hold of. Well, you get used to it. Yes. Yeah. Oh, quite a few members of the family would be alright with that before you'd have to rush off with it.
So on the previous version, as I had a second piece that just raised it a bit higher, but as I say, wasn't as solid as this, and it had a little clip-on loo roll holder, which this doesn't have, but that's kind of a minor thing.
Yeah.
I'm just intrigued how this bit of wire works. There are no instructions, so
Or is it something to do so you can hinge that? There's holes in the side here that something might fit in.
there are, but where does the wire come into it?
There's no instructions written on the box, is there?
So yes, that looks like that clips on there, but I want to know what happens with this wire, is the point.
It's
Before we
not
start-
very obvious, is it?
Before we start clipping things together, Mum, shall we have a bit of an investigation?
Yes.
So there doesn't seem to be anything to do with that. Let's see.
No, this is all one solid moulding.
Mm-hmm.
So
So there's no instructions with it or anything. So, oh, there wasn't anything inside the bucket, was
I
there?
didn't notice anything.
No.
No. Huh.
Okay, so if we don't figure it out, if anybody's come across something similar and knows what to do with this bit, let me know in the comments, please.
I wonder if it is part of that, so it attached like a slow close lid.
Probably, Mum, but where does it go? It doesn't show you.
Thinking about these two holes here.
Yep, but it
That's for the plastic lid.
yes, but that would have to go inside, wouldn't it?
You would think so, yes.
And does it go that way or that way? Just watch your back if you're leaning over. There you go.
Nope, it's nothing obvious.
Can I have a look, thank you?
Just wonder if it threaded up from underneath. There's absolutely nothing obvious about it at all, is there?
Well, like down underneath, you mean?
That was a thought.
And that would stop it flying back, wouldn't it? Maybe that's it. So that goes in there. Could be it. Right, How many Doyles does it take to fix a toilet, Susie? Right. Hopefully. Oh yeah, it does. It stops it going all the way back.
Oh.
And it kind of closes it as well. I have no idea if that's right, but... So before the lid was falling all the way back, and now it stays up, but you can also use it to close it as well.
It could be. It seems unlikely it would be there if it didn't have some use. I suppose you could always use it for, as long as it's empty, like picking it up.
So,
yeah,
there you go.
If anybody has any bright ideas.
So, but yeah, so
Demonstration of,
nice and solid anyway.
yes. Yeah. There you are.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, that's as neat a
Yeah.
Portaloo type as I've ever seen. Yeah.
So there you go. That's the high gear portable camping toilet, and apparently you can also buy the camping tent to go with it as well.
Now, for some people, I don't think anybody has such a small caravan these days. So I've had friends who've had where you had to have a toilet tent with some sort of bucket in it outside your caravan, because the caravans were so small you just about have 2 beds and a sink. Yeah. Yes, and it's a nice finish on the plastic too, isn't it?
Yes.
Really nice finish, yes. I suppose that is the explanation for that.
I think so.
Yeah. There you are.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, press on. Excuse the bad hair day, but it has been a very, very busy one. So, obviously I started the day very early, went over to the car boot. Well, I was planning to go to Chelford, but it was rained off, but Bolton was still on. So I've been up to Bolton on the motorway. It was lashing it down with rain on the way up. So I was really thinking this is a big mistake, but actually there were a lot of people there. It had stopped raining by the time I got there, and I shifted a load of stuff, so really pleased about that. I was cooking a salad lunch for Mum, so I popped over there. I've done another tip run. I did a tip run yesterday, doing a lot of sorting out, and so the camping thing arrived, which you saw as well. Anyway, my last job I'm trying to squeeze in today is, people will remember we have the porch base relayed because it had got out of alignment, and then the porch door wouldn't shut. Everything was not square anymore. So that was before the roof work, if people still remember, going back a while. So I've still got the original tiles stored away safe, but just for now I've picked up this piece of lino which I'm just laying at the moment. So have a quick look. So I started laying it down. So I trimmed it approximately to size with about maybe like a foot or something extra at each end and each side. And then the way I do it, at least, I get a good straight edge from the cut edge of the lino, and I've lined that up with the door and the long side of the porch. So I've got that all lined up first with the overhanging bit on this side and another overhanging bit on the end. And I've just finished trimming the overhang on the far end. So we've got 3 square edges. So it's going well. I've not cut myself. I've still got all 5 fingers. So hopefully unjinxed myself by buying plasters yesterday. So a number of times I've nicked my finger and then I haven't got any plasters anyway, so that's good. So what I've got to do now is the slightly more tricky bit of the edge along where the door is. So you've got a bit of shaping to do when I get around the doorway. But yeah, so far I'm pretty pleased with how that's looking. Wish me luck. It'd be good to get one more job ticked off before I finish for the day. Bye for now. So, there you have it. One lino, fitted and cut to size. No drama, no injuries this time. Quite pleased with that. Looking a bit more presentable at last. I was so fed up with looking at the concrete and the temporary surface that I put down, so it's good to have that little job ticked off. Pleased with that. Bye for now.